everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do an update on where I'm at with my winter project Use It Up. So I want to talk about what I have used up, what I am still using up, or what is still in my project Use It Up, and also what I'm adding to my project Use It Up. And I want to keep what I have to say kind of short because there is a lot of products to go through. So let's start with perfumes. So all of these perfumes were in my project Use It Up, and I did not mark them, and I explained why in my last video. I have used all three of them up. So I had this little vial of Island Vanilla by Pacifica. It has been used up. And then I also have this Cotton Candy Crush that was just a perfume I picked up at TJ Maxx, and it has been used up. And then I also have Falling in Love by Philosophy. It has been used up as well. So these are the perfumes that I'm adding to my project Use It Up. This one was not in my project Use It Up, but I did end up using it up during winter, during project Use It Up, and putting it into my empty. So I did want to show it to you guys because it was one that was similar to these right here. As you can see, it's already been used up. These were super cheap. They're really good for freshening up with, and also you can just kind of use these in excess. So I did go ahead and use this for that purpose, and because I had more of them, I wanted to add those to my project Use It Up as well and use them for the same purpose too. This one is Paris Lights Platinum. I believe it's like a dupe perfume, and then this one is Viva Las Vegas. I believe this is a dupe for Viva La Juicy. And they smell pretty good. So yeah, I do want to stick these in my project Use It Up. Just use these to freshen up with. And also, like I said, because they're so cheap, you can use them in excess. So I figured I'd go ahead and put them in my project Use It Up. Also, these are not anything too special or anything that I want to hold on to. And I do like to keep some cheapies around so I can use them to freshen up with and kind of use them in excess. So I decided that I would stick these in here. So next up is lotions, and these are all items that I am going to be removing from my project Use It Up because this is opaque packaging and it's kind of hard to keep up with how much is in here. Also, I really haven't used this one that much. I feel like that this is one that's not going to go bad anytime soon. The scent is super strong, so this is more of like a wintertime product to me, so I definitely do want to get some more use out of it, but I'm not going to intentionally try to use it up, so I am going to remove this from my project Use It Up. This is Equate Body Oil Gel. This is one that I had already said I was going to attempt to use it up, but if I didn't, it was fine because this can also be used to tan with. This is one that I have not touched. I think I am going to leave this one in my project Use It Up for now, but again, if I don't get to it, it's not that big of a deal. So this is EOS Shea Better 24-Hour Moisture Body Lotion in the scent Vanilla Cashmere. This one I have only used once since I started my project Use It Up, and I wanted to originally try to use this up because I didn't want it to go bad before I could use it up, but I got to thinking about it, and I think the shelf life on these is at least like 2 to 3 years, so I should be good since I bought this last summer. Also, with the packaging being opaque, it's kind of hard to keep up with. I was able to mark it right here, but I feel like once it starts getting down here, it'll be harder to look through the top and kind of gauge where it's at. So I am going to take this out of my project Use It Up, but because it is a wintertime product, in my opinion, I do still want to get some use out of it, but it's not one that I'm going to leave in my project Use It Up. Next, we have this Pacifica Island Vanilla Body Butter. This stuff smells so good. I'm also taking this one out of my project Use It Up for now because this is one that I think I have only used once, and I don't think I've used it at all since I started my project Use It Up. I was going to put this in here because I was afraid of it going bad before I could use it all. But as of right now, this one still smells fine, so I'm going to take this one out of my project Use It Up. I may still try to get some use out of it while it's cold weather because this is like a sweet vanilla scent. But I'm not going to leave it in my project Use It Up. If I feel like it could start to go bad or anything like that, or if I have that worry, I think I'm just going to check back on this one ever so often and just see if the scent is still good. If I feel like at some point that I do need to use this up, then I can go ahead, you know, and just use it up or whatever. But for now, I am going to take this one out of my project Use It Up. So I meant to show you guys these first before I went over the lotions and moisturizers, but it's okay. So these are the 2 lotions that I have used up so far. Whenever I put this in my Project Use It Up, it only had like maybe this much from here down left in it, and I think it had like maybe 3 uses left that I got out of it before it was completely finished, so I did not mark this one. This is Vanilla Bean, and I have finished using it. Then I have Candy Cane Kiss, which was right here when I started my Project Use It Up, and I have used it up. So I have kind of been trying to use these lotions up one at a time. So if there isn't like a huge difference in the mark from when I first started my Project Use It Up till now, then that's why. However, even though I am kind of focusing on one at a time, I have been going back through some of the other ones and using them some too. And I also have lotions that are not in my Project Use It Up that I've been using as well. So this one is Wonderland, and as you can see, it's moved a little bit, but not a lot. I do still want to mark it though. Next, I have Snowman Cookie. This is the one that I'm currently focusing on. I've been using this pretty much every night when I get out of the shower. I have been using some other ones as well, but for the most part, I've just been focusing on using this one and trying to get it used up. So it looks like this one is, I would say about to maybe right here. It's kind of hard to tell. So it looks like it's about right here where it's at on this corner. But this right here is a little bit lower. So we're going to mark it at about right here, just under that. Well, I'm trying to. Let me try again. So instead of marking it right there where it's clear, I'm going to go right up under it, because it's probably actually a little bit lower than that. But that's where we're going to mark it at. So when my Project Use It Up first started out, I was up here at this line, and now I'm down here. Next, we have Marshmallow Waffle Cone. This is one that I haven't used a whole lot because, like I said, I have been kind of focusing on these one at a time. But you can see that I've probably used it maybe once since I started my Project Use It Up, maybe twice. I think my daughter might have used it. I think I used this once or twice, and then my daughter used it some. So it has moved a little, not a whole lot. I'm going to say it's probably about right here. And if I seem like I'm shaking a lot, I had a lot of caffeine today. So, and I'm not supposed to have caffeine. So if I seem like I'm shaking and it's kind of hard for me to like draw my line. Like, okay, see how the first line is kind of straight and like the second one is not at all? That's probably why, because I am a bit shaky from all the caffeine I had earlier. So I apologize for that. Okay, so this one is Marshmallow Sugar, and as you can see, the line was like right here whenever I started, and it looks like it's gone down to about right here. I'm trying really hard not to shake. Okay, so the trick is to press against the bottle. If y'all ever need to know the trick, that's what seems to be helping. So next we have Snowy Walk, Warm Donut Sugar, and Carnival Cake. These are still in my Project Use It Up. However, I'm not sure if I will get to these during my Project Use It Up, but I am going to attempt to at least get to this one and use this one up. So I haven't even touched these since I started my Project Use It Up, and I think I am going to attempt to try to get to this one at some point during this winter Project Use It Up. But if I don't use this one at all, I'm not crazy about this scent, so I may find another use for it. And as far as these two, I haven't touched these yet. I don't know if I've even used these at all, like even before my Project Use It Up started. I want to say I might have used this one, or my daughter might have, but so far that I can remember, I don't think I have even used any of these at all. So So yeah, but for now, I am planning to leave these in my project Use It Up. So these were brand new whenever I started my project Use It Up. Because they are small and opaque packaging, I did not mark them. I have used these once, so I would say they're probably about halfway used. I feel like I could probably get 1 to 2 more uses out of these, so that's where we're at with these as of right now. So this is just a gummy bear exfoliating sugar scrub by the Spothecary. This is one that I've had in my shower for a little while, and I am gonna go ahead and throw this in my project Use It Up. I'm probably not gonna mark it because it is kind of like all over the place, but it looks like I've used maybe, like, I would say 2/3 of this or 3/4 of it, something like that. This smells really good, and I need to be using this more often. I need to be using it more often than I do, so I do want to stick this in my project Use It Up so that I will use more of it. And if I get it used up by spring, I can always buy more. So this is something that I am adding to my project Use It Up in hopes that I will get more use out of it. Moving on to shower gels. These are 2 shower gels that I have used up and completed. Now, as far as using up my shower gels, I am sort of doing the same type of pattern that I am with my lotions, where I'm kind of focusing on one at a time and then using other ones as well, even maybe using some that are not in my project Use It Up. I can't think of any specifically that I have used that are not in my project Use It Up, but I'm not using the same one every day until it's gone. I am focusing on one at a time, but I'm also using others as well. But for the most part, trying to use the one I'm focusing on the most until it's gone. So this one is Exfoliate Brown Sugar and Vanilla by Suave. This one was right here whenever I started my project Use It Up, and it is completely gone. And then this one is St. Ives Soothing Body Wash in the scent Oatmeal and Shea Butter. And this one was right here when I started, and now it is completely gone. Next, I have this Dove Go Fresh Restore Nourishing Body Wash in the scent Blue Fig and Orange Blossom. I always have some type of go-to, like fresh and clean shower gel on hand that I can use at any time, because sometimes when I get out of the shower, I don't really want to smell like anything specific. I just want to smell fresh and clean. So this is my go-to for that right now, and I do have it in my project Use It Up. I marked this one right here when my project Use It Up began. I have used this one some since my project Use It Up started, but this one, because it's like so wide, it's like the product takes longer to go down as you use it. I did look at this one earlier, and I held it up to the light to see how much it had moved. I think it's moved to about right here or a little bit higher. So it hasn't moved a whole lot. I'm not going to mark this one, but I am still working on it. So I'm going to hold my camera while I show you guys these shower gels, because it's kind of hard for me to get them in the picture if I do not, with the way I have my camera set up right now, or my phone camera. So I did originally put these in my project Use It Up because I assumed that they would get used up with as much as I had planned to use them. However, I hadn't really got to these yet because I've been focusing on my other body washes and shower gels, so I haven't really got to these yet. So these have not moved at all, and I'm not going to mark them again, obviously, because they haven't moved. And I did consider taking these out of my project Use It Up because I do like these, but I'm not trying to intentionally use them up. And I think I said that whenever I first put them in my project Use It Up. I also don't think that these will get completely used up before the end of winter, so I did consider taking them completely out of my project Use It Up. However, I decided against that. I do want to kind of keep up with the progress of these, since I do enjoy using both of these and I do want to get a bunch of use out of them while it is cold weather. However, I'm not trying to intentionally use them up, but I do plan to leave them in my project Use It Up so that I can track the progress of these as I use them. These are some that I do want to intentionally use up. And this one is opaque, so I'm not going to mark it, but I think I've used this once or twice, so it should still be pretty full. And then next we have this Caress Orange Blossom and Manuka Honey. I feel like it's not something that I'm going to automatically reach for a whole lot. So I did want to put it in my project, use it up. That way I could use it up. So it looks like it's right here. So I'm going to mark it right there. At least my hand has stopped shaking so bad. This is one of my favorite winter shower gels. This is Milk and Honey by Suave. This smells so good, and it's so cozy and sweet. So this is one that I really like. I do want to get a lot of use out of this winter time, but this is not one that I'm trying to necessarily intentionally use up. I just want to get a lot of use out of it, and I kind of want to track my progress with it and just see how much I use of it over the remainder of the winter. So yeah, I wanted to throw this one in here and mark where I'm at with it. And earlier this fell over, so I don't know if y'all can see it, but I think I still see like a little bit of residue around the sides of the bottle. So this may not be, you know, 100% exact, but it should be pretty close. So I'm just going to mark it where I see the line at, which looks like it's about right here. Okay, so moving on to body mist. This is Berry Sorbet by Aeropostale. I really don't care for this scent that much, so I decided that I would use it as a room spray. It was right here whenever I started my project Use It Up, and it looks like it's to about right here now. So I'm going to mark it right here. So that's how much I have used of that one. So when I was gathering everything up for this video, I realized that I had kind of like forgot about these, and I haven't really been reaching for them that much. I have used them a little bit, but I'm going to try to stick them somewhere where they're more easily accessible. That way I can get a lot more use out of them during my project Use It Up. So this one, as you can see, I've used it some, but not a whole lot. It was right here whenever I started, and now it's to here. So that's how much I've used so far. And I do still want to try to use this up before winter is over with. This is another one that I want to try to use up, but I haven't got a whole lot of use out of it. However, I've got some, so I'll mark it where it has got to. So that's about how much I've used. This is another one I do want to try to intentionally use up. And again, sorry for the squiggly lines. Note to self, don't have caffeine before you do a project Use It Up video. So this is Cocoa Vanilla Drop by English Laundry. This one is another one that I was okay with using up because I don't know how well this brand of fragrances holds up. I didn't want to chance it going bad, and I did buy it to use during the cold weather, so I did want to go ahead and use it up and enjoy it. It was up here when I started, and now it is down here. So this is how much of this one I have used. So this is Vanilla by Body Fantasies. This is one I wanted to put in my project Use It Up because I figured that it would get completely used up before winter was over with. And I think this is one that I had kind of considered intentionally using up, but it was more or less that I figured that it would get used up before winter was over with. And if it did, I was okay with that because I kind of did want to go ahead and get a big bottle of it. But as of right now, I am just kind of tracking the progress with this one. Like, it's not one that I am intentionally trying to use up. So this is where we were at when the project Use It Up started. And this is where we're at now. So that's how much of that one I have used. And then last we have Vanilla Bean Noel and Joy Sugared Snickerdoodle. So with these two, I put these in my project Use It Up because I figured because of how much I was reaching for them that they would get used up before winter was over with. However, I haven't been using these as much as I thought I would because after I filmed that last video, I was using Gourmands a whole lot, and then I kind of slacked off of using Gourmands as much, and I started using some other things along with trying to get a good bit of use out of my Gourmand fragrances, but I wasn't picking these up as much as I had been. I am still using them, so at this point, I am going to leave these in my project Use It Up because I would like to track the progress of how much I use these by the end of winter. And also, it is possible that they could get used up by the end of winter, but I'm not leaving these in here because I feel like I know they're going to get used up or anything like that. even though I feel like that might happen. At this point, I am just kind of wanting to keep up with the progress of these. So this one was right here when we first started. I don't know if you can still see that line. It's kind of faint, but it was right there. And then the new line is right here. So that's how much of that one I have used. So because of the packaging on this one, it's kind of hard to tell how far I've got, but just looking at it from up here, kind of looking down into it, it looks like it's got to about where this area is right here. So I'm going to mark it at this line right here. So right here is where the old line was, right here, and this is where the new line is. So that's going to be it for this Project Use It Up update video. Comment below and let me know how your Project Use It Up is going. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And also, if you'd like to see more content like this, definitely subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. So you guys have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.